Good afternoon. Welcome to the Open Gate Show for Saturday, February 10th, 2024. The Open Gate Show. You listen, you learn, you hear, you should win.
Good evening. This is Iowa to the Natural Juice Master, also entertainer, telling you when you listen to Colin Blair on the Open Gate Show, you're on an upward trend. Best horse racing information, best tip, best advice, and also we'd like you to take a trip around Crossroad OTB Union Square for the best natural juices on a Wednesday, Saturday, or Sunday. So the best is recommended the best. We're going up.
Hi, subscribe to the Open Gate Show on YouTube.
The Open Gate Show will always be starting from here on with a commentary. The Jamaica Thoroughbred Horseman Foundation has had a function Monday, the 5th of February, under the heavy showers. But I can tell you, this merited foundation was kept alive by George Osang, Emilio Rodriguez, Charles Hussey. Winston Griffith was there, and so too the guest speaker Sean Bridgman, who delivered a message and the intent of the foundation. Also relieved was another group who will be forming a foundation for retired horses. This foundation involves George Osang, Emilio Rodriguez, Charles Hussey, Winston Griffith, and Sean Bridgman. And we're happy that these two foundations are in one accord in helping the horse racing industry. I must say there are a few that is going around on social media trying to bring down the Jamaica Thoroughbred Horse Racing Foundation's credibility in some way. They can't do that because it's bigger than everybody. And in wanting to do that, it doesn't look good. It's better to keep quiet and refrain from trying to stop a good thing from going. Anyway, so much for that. Veteran trainer, Jamaican Wilbur Simpson, based in Florida, won a race at Gulfstream, very recent, and Anthony Thomas is winning a race weekly, and that's good also. Jamaicans in all aspects are great people and they've excelled a lot. It's only the crime and the politicians that has scarred not only Jamaica but their respective countries. All right, 9 races, and we have the first race starting at 12 noon, approximately 5 furlongs round or 8,000 meters round, 9 declared. It's for 5 years and up, optional claiming on 150 to 180,000. With native bred 6-year-olds and up was only one race. Number 1, undecided, back to this condition where he should be more competitive just his last two starts were so poor, it's hard to gauge him, but he has a chance to upset these, as he should be closing if he's okay. Number 3, Storm Valley, here off a hiatus. He won on the 27th of August 2023 and was claimed from that race and took 6 weeks to return, but up for sale. Well, I wouldn't think he'd be sold for $400,000. And a month after, came back for a 180,000 tag and ran poorly. Then, on December 17th, he was a late starter. Well, storms are in the air, but not sure it's going to hit. Well, oh yes, surely he can win. I'm not saying that. He didn't win. He hasn't won 14 races, 6 second-place finishes, as well as 11 third-place finishes by luck. By far, very, very far the most winningest horse in this race. So he knows how to win. So that's a good point. Number 6, Last Alone, return off of Sudden on January 28th. This season, ran no race. It's fitted now. Well, that's is one part. Its physicality is what's important. Number 3, Crafty Levine was confident to do well by connections the last time he raced on the 13th of January this season. Took no part out of the gates, a regular thing he does. So, chances are for those who want to support E. Number 6, Major could close for a place in the tops. Number 7, Galway Bay ran well with the figure 8, returned after a very, very long time in finding rare speed. When he opened up a huge lead and faded to be third, 3 1/4 lengths behind New Train Sensational Storm. A similar display will make him tough to be out of the top 2. Number 8, Reminiscent Bolo ran well out of straight against Similar. Let's see how he fares on the curve. Number 7, Galway Bay. Number 3, Storm Valley. Number 6, Patriarch. Number 8, Reminiscent Bolo. Number 4, Sly Stallone. Race 2 goes a mile or 1,600 meters. 5 declared, but only 4 will start, as number 2, Pretty, will be a late starter. It's a restricted allowance 3. Eligible are nearly about 5 years and up was only won 3 races, and imported 5 years and up was only won twice. Number 1, Whiskey, stretching out with a new trainer. That's David and Robinson for Slick Connections, Prometheus Group, and a possible top spot could be in the making behind the Antipode favorite number 2, Provocativa. Number 2, Provocativa, a U.S. importee trained by Ron Crichton, who had started 4 horses yet in Jamaica, another one, 2 of those 4. This horse, how he gets in this race, well, the condition is set by Supreme Ventures Racing Entertainment Limited Racing Office, and they are such that, why not? She's a 5-year-old U.S. horse that was racing in Florida, winning only 1 race from many, many starts, and that was going long. Ran too well against some decent overnight allowance horses on debut here in Jamaica to be, to be losing this on the 28th of January, going 5.5 furlongs. Up with the lead and flattened a bit to be 7 3/4 and 5th behind a gift from Ben. Malice, God of Love, etc. Number 3, Traditional Lady, very fit mare. Number 2, number 5, Secret Express with up in grade. Number 2, Provocativa from number 1, Whiskey. Number 3, Traditional Lady. Third race, 3-year-olds and up. Optional claim rate $450,000 to $550,000. Also eligible are 6-year-olds with only won 3 races, 7 declared. 7.5 furlongs or 1,500 meters. Number 1, Pretty Girl, back for sale after being tagged for $750 on December 11th from trainer Jason Acosta, and that was in 2022. Obviously has multiple issues, but can get in the mix since go-to stable rider Kevin Foster is called. Fairly well-bred mare, but to go to the stud, to go to the breeding shed for wannabe breeders, $550, maybe they can't afford that. Number 2, XY Soul could get a very low exotic placing in the top 4. Number 2, Zabaton, consistent gelding who can win if number 7, Classical Orb, fails, especially now under the care of this stable team of J.R. Stables and Norman Smith. Radish Roman, he was aboard the last time this horse won on the 30th of January, going 7 furlongs for the same claim, $550,000, beating Soul Ania and XY Soul. Nothing much really, but this horse loves to perform. Number 5, Minded Cat, has speed. Well, in the earliest part of last season, but now growing to fine form, can close for a placing on the board. Number 6, Shibum, ain't showing much since November last season. Interesting rider called Javelin Patterson. Number 7, Classical Orb, look at his old self, muscle, good sheen and alert. After 3 weeks since claimed on the 17th of December by the Senior and trainer Ralph Porter. Smart placement by the new connections as the conditions for this race gives him a class drop without a needed claiming tag. Advantages are there aplenty for US bred horses. Number 7, Classical Orb. Number 4, Zabaton. Number 5, Minded Cat. Number 1, Pretty Girl. Valentine's Day, so all girls will be pretty. Fourth race, the restricted stakes race, imported 3-year-olds and up, was only won twice. Native bred 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds was only won 3 times too. 6 declared, 5 furlongs straight out, 1,000 meters straight they go. Number 2, Legit Boss, 1 of 2 here for former champion trainer Anthony Nunes, where both entries have speed. Very interesting. This one tends to weaken just before reaching the winning post, and maybe soon we will see a figure 8, and chances are that could do the trick in solving that issue. Number 3, Money Market, another with speed, and if rated, could fight it out for the top 3 spot. Was expected to do better though. Last out, that was on the 6th of January, going 5.5 furlongs with this rider, Dane Dawkins, up with the speed, but flattened to be third, 3 lengths behind Mellors and Acknowledge Me. But now, chances are something may have gone amiss, but what can you say? This horse has only, has only been on an exercise track on the 7th of February, and it was a canter. Number 4, Rejected Raja, loves the straight and gets first-time visor. Looked a bit highly strung the few times I saw this horse on the exercise track recently. Number 5, Volatility, 4 3/4 lengths behind stablemate number 2, Digit Boss, and number 3, Money Market here. That was on the 6th of January at 22-1 for top stable. This horse ran evenly to finish 5th, 8 lengths behind Milos, Acknowledge Me, Money Market, and Legit Boss. Surely will be more focused now and has a good chance to hold off, well, to get first run to hold off number 6, Noblar, who will be experiencing this course for the first time. Gutsy and fit wannabe player offspring who will be closing fast. He gets to figure 8 the first time that equipment will be on after doing so well. That's very, very interesting. And he also gets Stephen Foster. Number 6, By Fancy, Noblar. I like this little gusty horse, plus Stephen Foster. Start of ride and should suit. Number 5, Volatility. Number 3, Money Market. Number 2, Legit Boss should factor in the lower end of the board. Race 5, named the Mercury Sprint. This horse is from the Speedmare Stereo and was very, very fast. Didn't race much. Trained by Alan Bill Williams and owned by Mr. Zan. I can't remember the Christian name, which Christian name they are fixed to the Azan, but I know it was Azan owned. Rory Brown, David Bayshue, Michael Dixon normally ride this horse, who almost always carried lightweight. 7 declared for this. It's a made special weight for Colton Geldings only. Native bred trios, that is. 5 furlongs straight or 1,000 meters straight. Number 1, Chief Dissident. 2 here for trainer Patrick Lynch. Number 2, Warrior Stump, has more experience than all by far. Decent looking and fairly well-bred colt has been improving, and that could be enhanced with first-time figure 8 affixed for tomorrow's event. Plus, he has experience out the straight. Number 3, a debutant named the Bay Machine, born the 3rd of March, adjusted freely by Papilou out of Lady Elaine by Traditional. Elizabeth Acosta co-owns with Wayne Henry and her son, Jason Acosta trains. Donovan Plummer, the breeder, that's trainer Donovan Plummer, I must emphasize. Gard Pedon, the groom, the Bay Machine, will need more time, but could get in the lower exotics. Maybe 3rd place. Number 4, another debutant named Pappy Don. Born January 20th to be caught by Sensational Slam out of Sparkle Michaela by Western Classic. Lawrence McKenney, he is the owner. Sack Lane Roman, a new trainer. He trains. Michael Everton Kennedy, the breeder. Jason Carter, the groom. Apprentice Daniel Thompson will ride. Pappy Don will need more time. Number 5, Bow Shadow. Raced twice this season and should improve for a spot in the top 4. Got first time blinkers and LASIX declared by trainer Patrick Lynch. Number 6, the General. Here another debutant. Born the 12th of May. Be caught by Northern Giant out of Mama Blossom by Distorted. Gary Sobrati trains this horse. Dr. Aston Marsh, the breeder. Leon Levy, the groom. Dave Dawkins will ride. This horse was born a day after number 7, Teflon Don. The General looked to have use, but will need this race. If the track and pool is correct on the exercise reports, even though it looks conflicting, what the exercise report says compared to the preview reports in the track and pool. Number 7, Teflon. A debutant born the 13th of May, be called by Casual Trick out of the Ladies' Squad by Even the Squad. Elizabeth Lacosta owns her son Jason Lacosta trains Orange Valley Estate Limited, the breeder. Everton Haynes, the groom Robert Halladine, he is getting back in form. He will be riding. Teflon Don, good-looking colt who is of worth and working very well, will have Lasix for his first start. Sixth race, 3 years and up, optional claiming $300,000 to $400,000. Native bred 6 years and up was only won 3 races, and imported 6 years and up was only won twice. Those are the ones who are eligible. 10 declared, 5 furlong straight or 1,000 meters straight. Number 1, short curling, capable of gaining the place in the top 5. Blinkers will off, and this was, well, it's a new stable from Patrick Lynch to Stedman Curtis, owned by Eric Henry. Number 2, Golden Emperor. This apprentice, instead of slipping 4 kilos to ride at this horse at 54 kilos, he goes overweight. Welcome to Planet Caymanas Park and its inhabitants. Number 3, Chaitu Prince has good form out the straight and gets ready for Roman after easily beating a poor set last out, boasting his physicality then. If he can bring that total fitness tomorrow, he has a life chance of winning if the top ones fail. Number 4, Quantum Dancer won only race, and it was, only one race, I should say, and it was out this course in distance. Number 4, Sudden Flight. The horse here to beat on paper was claimed for $550,000 last race, and that was on the 1st of January, and dropping a notch down to $400,000. Well, he came back to the saddle on saddling enclosure a bit iffy. That's the last time that he ran on New Year's Day, but had enough time to get over all that. Well, all horses in this race are iffy, but you have to have a winner, a second place finisher, a third place horse, and going down the line. Number 6, Raleigh created a race only once last year. Comes tomorrow to race off a long sudden. Not one to traverse this straight course a lot, but is here now. Has capabilities of winning. But I'm very iffy on this one, unless he looks well on Saturday in race 6, but that'll be too late to inform you. Number 7, Queen's Anne ran well over the round course. He never ran there for quite a long time. 20th of January, making his seasonal debut at 33 to 1, up with the leaders, and flattened a bit to be 2 and 3rd to Monaco and Balkilriri. Connection seems to have him sorted out, and reverts to his favorite course on the round. Maybe that's the race that he was penciled to run at. So Queen's Anne must be taken into serious consideration regardless of the opposition, because in these races is who is physically better will get into the top. Number 8, Collins Flight, been running frequently since privately bought from trainer Patrick Lynch by Jennifer Hall on her dad, Michael Hall, the trainer. Ran very wide entering the straight last out, but could get in the top 5 again. Number 9, Heart of the Sea, one of a hiatus, came back just under a month from that with a very, very poor display. That then 25 days later was a late starter. Here now for a claim of $400,000. Very light can win. Seeing Jason Lacosta's stable is coming back into hot heat. Number 10, Silver Fox, an exotic placing is possible, as he is the only one in this race with 2 workouts on the exercise track. and both are recent. Number 5, well, I should say before I start to name my selections, funny race, where any of these can be fighting for the top spot. And one of them is number 5, Sudden Flight. Number 7, Queen's Anne. Number 1, Short Curling. Number 9, Heart of the Sea. Number 3, Cycle Prince. Number 10, Silver Fox. And number 8, to a lesser extent, Sterling Flight, can be considered serious contenders in this tricky race. Race 7, named the Lloyd Lindbergh Lindy de la Pena Memorial Trophy. This gentleman, very great sportsman, mainly in football, and he played in the high leagues then. Very knowledgeable analyst, and at times when he was on the show with Gordon Robinson and Donovan Wilson, he frequently makes some very valid points and selection as well. This race is an overnight allowance race, 3,000 up, 8 declared, a mile or 1,600 meters. Number 1, I realized, made his seasonal debut, showing up in the early on the 27th of January against, is that a fact, Tristan Treasure, the Big Daddy, going a mile, but he failed in the straight. And is back at this distance. I must warn you though, he did fail on the 19th of November 2022 with that poor display and came back to win 2 weeks after. Well, he only raced twice last season, one in April, the other in September. So I'm not sure his readiness, especially his lack of exercise on the track, according to the race book, is something to nullify my respect for this horse here. Should Albert Brown Stables is informed, and maybe I will realize that I should have not discounted this horse. But anyway, number 2, Furlong and Beyond, no workout since December 2023. Number 4, Baby Like, one of 2 here, for the great trainer and horseman, as well as gentleman, Philip Fiani. Baby Like finding the competition of late too much, but will be a factor in the top 3 at least. Race 8. Sorry, I'm going too fast. Number 6, the Head Cornerstone, seems to be addictive to the 2-turn courses for he to do well. Number 7, Divine Force, Philip Fiani, next entry, highly thought of U.S. importee earlier in his career, but has failed to that expectation. One easily last out and now up in class could measure to that and win again. Number 7, Divine Force. Number 4, Baby Like. Number 1, I realized. Number 6, they had Cornerstone. I'm at the penultimate race, race 8, 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs. 10 declared. It's a restricted loan 5 for nearly about 5 years and up, who has only won once, and imported 5 years and up who are maidens. As a matter of fact, I said 10 declared. No, it's 11. But number 9, Empress Natalia will, but that horse, she's not eligible. Number 1, Minnie the Wack, rounding back into form, but regardless of that, is an inconsistent mare. Gets in the mix. Getting into the mix is highly possible. Number 3, Dancing with the Cat. This cat came to dance last out on the 27th of January. 6 furlongs and lost by a head. Finishing 3rd, kicking here in special gifts. but the music was too short, 6 furlongs, it seems. And now we'll be playing a bit longer. So those supporters could dance again and see if it's enjoyable this time, although there ain't much pace for this cat to dance that easily. But however, not much with any form is here, so it could be tailor-made for he. Number 4, Ahmed Ali, very light and has the potential to fight for the top slot, if focused to do so, as well as needing a race. Only one workout the 7th of February, cantered 9 furlongs. Number 5, Assurity, can get a result placing on the board. Number 6, Don Vincenzo, very unpredictable and an iffy prospect for the win. Number 7, Whodunit, very light and coming off a break. Since breaking his maiden, winning easily on the 10th of December, going 6 furlongs this very trip by 7 1/4 lengths, beating Anika Bell with her, and much more fitter. And Last Dance could be looked at for a fair performance, seeing his form cycle is very good. Well, or okay, whichever you put it. Number 8, Devil of Sunday, raced last time. Her first start for the season of a 6.5-month sojourn, displaying issues breaking from the gates again. Let's see this time what happens. The tongue ties off, also the chickpeas. Number 10, Millennium Star, was behind the top ones here when up in grade on the 27th of January, coming off a break. It's fitted down, and you can consider that one for a placing. Top ones for me: number 1, Minnie the Wack. Number 3, Dancing with the Cat. Number 4, Ahmed Ali. Number 8, Never on a Sunday. Number 5, Assurity. And I'm going to let that sequence of selection remain. Final race, race 9, 13 declared. A main condition race for native bred 4 year olds and up. 6 furlongs or 1,200 meters they go. Number 1, Atomic Energy, a regular filly who has been getting in the 4th and 5th slot plenty, and as well as going higher on rare occasions in the 2nd and 3rd spot. This horse has had many chances, and I can't see this horse getting better than 5th. Well, maybe 4th. You won't accuse me if this horse if she runs 4. But anyway, let's go to number 3. He's a Lion, quickly back on the exercise track on the 5th of February after he raced on the 3rd of February, and Trevor Simpson gets the call. Ran even the last time. The race that Maya won, Tequila Blue was 2nd, My Smoky was 3rd, finishing 5th, 9 lengths behind. Will be fitter now, as he should benefit from that run. Let's see if that's enough. Number 4, Baby Love. Valentine's Day is near, and that's support she got on debut. 5-2 on the 16th of October, going 5 furlongs round. Finished bad, trailed very bad behind Sky Rizzy, Beautiful Moon, and Lion Charmer. Came back on the 13th of January, making a seasonal debut, and got 40-1, up with the lead and flattened badly to finish 9, 21 1/4 lengths. Sweet Victory, Captain Philip was here once again, and Lion Charmer, who recently won and is out of the grade. Seems confusing, don't it? Well, Omar Walker stays, so maybe that's something. Number 5, Dimitri P. got support coming off a short hiatus on the 28th of October last season, but was never a factor. Both starts so far, this colt had blinkers on, which is off for this, and looking a bit improved coming up to this race, and has a change of rider. Number 6, Valika Vicky, her 2 starts in the season went off the layoff. She had a very good supporting team to get those odds, and even the previous start also hasn't supplied her supporters with much, but I'm expecting some improvement this time. When I say much, I'm talking, finishing in the higher exotics. Number 7, Cosmic Force, another stable change for this one. And this time gets Stephen Foster. According to the track and pool, has only one workout, and that's a trot on the 5th of February, that's Monday gone. But should have the bettering of these, as this horse is bred for speed out of Clipping Weekend by Kipling, and the breeders tried to use Savoy Stomp to get some speed, to get some stamina, but that doesn't. That's not the case. Cosmic Force has to be given the edge on class factor. Number 8, Captain Philip Strange, Christopher Mundine, is declared on only one horse for this 9-race card. The blinkers came off for that last run on the 27th of January, going 7.5 furlongs, and got 95. Not a lot of support, finishing 9, almost 20 lengths behind Land Charmer, a bit strike, and Xylophonic Steel, who is here once again. Was never a factor in that race. And seeing that there's lots of speed here to chase, Captain Philip could bounce back and get into a high placing on the board. Number 9, Zane's Princess, attempting the round trip once again after those 2 good efforts out the straight route. Could do same again. Number 10, Xylophonic Steel, attempting to play music a few times and yet to deliver that song for connections to dance to. Number 11, Sugar Sugar, I like number 10, had many chances but failed. She hasn't been sweet enough to taste sugary for her supporters and connections, being that a few times she is well fancied. Got the services of Reddish Roman now. Let's see what happens. He was the previous rider in that when she ran on the 28th of January, going 5.5 furlongs. Showed some speed and weakened badly to be third, 8 lengths behind Split St. Chris, Sir Wang Dong. The figure is back on again. Last time it was on in November, late November, and the cheek pieces are off. Number 12, Sicario Man, the debutant. Foyer Bay Court by Freedom Forjante, out of Linda Blake by Summit Storm. Lawrence Robinson, all bred and trained this horse. Glenn Chambers, the groom. Apprentice Oshadon Robinson, the rider. Sicario Man. Debuts with blinkers, tongue-tied, and Lasix, but will need time to show his true colors. Number 11, Cruises again. I'm hoping he does better than last. Twice he ran. There's some sentiments to this horse, and he suffered something coming out that race that he ran on the 22nd of April 2023. It's hard to accept, but these things do happen, And to me, and for me, it hurt deep seeing that I was a trainer then. Anyway, this race I'm selecting number 7, Cosmic Force, from number 6, Veliki Vicky, number 9, Zone Princess, number 3, He's a Lion, number 8, Captain Philip. A decent race, but you have to go in many directions. Remember that. Good luck, take care, and join me next for the Wednesday race meet that is on next week. Take care.